The Roman Empire. Even the name evokes a sense of awe and wonder. It stands as one of the most influential civilizations in human history. For centuries, Rome held sway over vast territories, shaping Western culture, law, language, and thought. From its humble beginnings as a small city-state in Italy, Rome rose to prominence through military might, strategic alliances, and a relentless pursuit of expansion. The story of its rise is a tapestry woven from threads of ambition, conflict, and remarkable human endeavor. In this exploration, we journey back in time to trace the footsteps of emperors and soldiers, senators and citizens, to understand how Rome ascended to such extraordinary heights. We'll delve into the key events, pivotal figures, and enduring legacies that continue to captivate our imagination centuries later. Join us as we uncover the secrets behind the rise of the Roman Empire, a journey through history that continues to resonate in the modern world. Our story begins not with emperors and legions, but with shepherds and farmers. The story of Rome starts in the heart of the Italian peninsula, around the 8th century BC. It was here, along the banks of the Tiber River, that a small settlement took root. Legend tells of twin brothers, Romulus and Remus, left to die but rescued by a she-wolf. Romulus would eventually kill Remus and found the city of Rome. Whether myth or reality, this tale reflects the fierce independence and ambition that would characterize Roman identity. Initially ruled by kings, Rome underwent a profound transformation in 509 BC. The last king, Tarquinius Superbus, was overthrown and the Roman Republic was born. This marked a turning point, shifting power from a single ruler to a complex system of elected officials and institutions. The early republic was characterized by internal struggles and external threats. Rome faced challenges from neighboring tribes and the rising power of Carthage in North Africa. However, it was through these trials by fire that Rome's military prowess and political acumen were forged, setting the stage for its remarkable expansion. The Punic Wars, a series of 3 epic clashes with Carthage, would prove to be a defining chapter in Rome's rise to power. These wars were not just battles for territory, but a struggle for dominance and survival between 2 of the ancient world's most powerful civilizations. These conflicts, spanning over a century, pitted Rome against a formidable maritime empire for control of the Western Mediterranean. The stakes were incredibly high, as control over this region meant access to crucial trade routes and resources that could fuel the growth of an empire. The First Punic War, from 264 to 241 BC, saw Rome, traditionally a land power, building a navy to challenge Carthage's dominance at sea. This was a bold and unprecedented move for Rome, which had to innovate and adapt quickly to the demands of naval warfare. This audacious move paid off, with Rome ultimately claiming victory and gaining control of Sicily, its first overseas province. The acquisition of Sicily was a significant milestone, marking the beginning of Rome's expansion beyond the Italian peninsula and setting a precedent for future conquests. The Second Punic War, from 218 to 201 BC, witnessed the legendary Carthaginian general Hannibal Barca leading his army, complete with elephants, across the Alps and into the heart of Italy. Hannibal's daring and strategic brilliance struck fear into the Romans and showcased the lengths to which Carthage would go to challenge Rome. Despite inflicting crushing defeats on Roman legions, Hannibal was ultimately defeated at the Battle of Zama in 202 BC. This battle was a turning point, demonstrating Rome's resilience and strategic acumen under the leadership of Scipio Africanus, who managed to outmaneuver and outfight one of history's greatest military commanders. The Third Punic War, from 149 to 146 BC, marked the final and brutal chapter. Rome, determined to eliminate the Carthaginian threat once and for all, launched a relentless siege on the city of Carthage. Roman forces besieged and utterly destroyed Carthage, selling its surviving inhabitants into slavery. The destruction of Carthage was not just a military victory, but a symbolic act of dominance, ensuring that Carthage would never rise again to challenge Rome. The Punic Wars left Rome the dominant power in the Western Mediterranean, paving the way for further expansion and setting the stage for its transformation into an empire. The lessons learned and the territories gained during these wars would shape the future of Rome, influencing its military strategies, political policies, and cultural development for centuries to come. The legacy of the Punic Wars is a testament to Rome's ambition, resilience, and relentless pursuit of power. Section 4. The rise of leaders, figures who shaped an empire. The rise of Rome was not solely due to military might, it was also shaped by the vision and ambition of extraordinary individuals. These leaders, through their strategic brilliance and political acumen, laid the foundations of an empire that would influence the world for centuries to come. Leaders like Julius Caesar, Gaius Marius, and Augustus played pivotal roles in the transformation of Rome from a republic to an empire. Their contributions were not just in the battlefield, but also in the political and social arenas, where their reforms and policies had lasting impacts. Gaius Marius, a skilled general and reformer, revolutionized the Roman army. His military reforms were groundbreaking, allowing Rome to field a more effective and loyal fighting force. He opened its ranks to landless citizens, creating a professional fighting force loyal to their commanders rather than the state. This move democratized the army, giving opportunities to the lower classes and ensuring a steady supply of soldiers. This change, while strengthening the army, also sowed the seeds of future instability. The loyalty of the soldiers shifted from the Roman state to their generals, leading to power struggles and civil wars in the years to come. Julius Caesar, a brilliant military strategist and politician, rose to prominence through his conquests in Gaul, which is modern-day France, and his political maneuvering in Rome. His campaigns expanded Rome's territories significantly and brought immense wealth to the empire. His crossing of the Rubicon River in 49 BC, defying the Senate's authority, marked the beginning of a civil war that would ultimately bring an end to the Republic. This bold move demonstrated his willingness to challenge the status quo and reshape the political landscape of Rome. Caesar's assassination in 44 BC led to another power struggle, culminating in the rise of his adopted son Octavian, later known as Augustus. The power vacuum left by Caesar's death created a period of chaos and conflict, but it also set the stage for the emergence of a new leader. A shrewd politician and administrator, Augustus emerged as the first Roman emperor, ushering in a period of unprecedented peace and prosperity known as the Pax Romana. His reign marked the beginning of a new era for Rome, characterized by stability, economic growth, and cultural flourishing. Augustus's policies and reforms laid the groundwork for the empire's longevity, ensuring that Rome would remain a dominant force for centuries. Section 5. Crossing the Rubicon from Republic to Empire. This pivotal moment in history marked the transition from a system of shared governance to the rise of autocratic rule. The Roman Republic, once a symbol of shared power and civic virtue, was crumbling under the weight of its own success. The Republic had expanded its territories far and wide, bringing immense wealth and power, but also creating deep-seated divisions within its society. Internal divisions, social unrest, and the ambitions of powerful generals like Julius Caesar had weakened the foundations of the Republic. The Senate, once the heart of Roman political life, struggled to maintain control as influential military leaders vied for supremacy. Caesar's crossing of the Rubicon River in 49 BC was a watershed moment. This bold move was not just a military maneuver, but a declaration of defiance against the Senate's authority, signaling the start of a new era. By leading his army into Italy, he defied the Senate's authority, igniting a civil war that would forever alter the course of Roman history. The ensuing conflict saw battles across the Roman territories, pitting Caesar's forces against those loyal to the Senate. Caesar's victory paved the way for his dictatorship, effectively ending the Republic in all but name. His rule brought significant reforms, but also concentrated power in his hands, setting a precedent for future leaders. Following Caesar's assassination, another power struggle erupted, culminating in the rise of his adopted son, Octavian, later known as Augustus. The assassination, intended to restore the Republic, instead plunged Rome into further chaos and conflict. Augustus, a master politician and strategist, carefully consolidated his power, presenting himself as a restorer of order and tradition. He skillfully navigated the political landscape, gaining the support of both the military and the Senate. In 27 BC, the Roman Senate bestowed upon Octavian the title Augustus, which means revered one, marking the beginning of the Roman Empire. This title symbolized his supreme authority and the end of the Republic's era of shared power. While Augustus maintained the facade of the Republic, power now rested firmly in the hands of a single ruler, a trend that would continue for centuries. The Roman Empire, under Augustus's rule, embarked on a period of relative peace and prosperity known as the Pax Romana, forever changing the course of Western civilization.